Subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Look, man, we got some breaking news that's coming out, man. Look, man, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit me in the comments. So look, straight drop mom apartments is all set on fire. It's a big blaze fire in Memphis at these apartments. And what had happened is that all these firefighters pulled up. Somebody on purpose set straight drop mom apartments on fire because she was about to expose what happened. They tried to get her. She knows that it's more to it, and that there's more people, and a lot of people are thinking that she's trying to do it to get straight drop out on bond, saying that it's danger, that they're trying to danger is the family and everything like that. But what really is going on is that straight drop mom, she, out of all the people that's in on it and got paid off, she's probably the one that's like feeling salty that they're trying to pin everything on her son, even though she knows that the cookie monsters, the people in the cookie shop, has something to do with it, and that the folks that ran out the back door still need to be got. So she feels a certain type of way about it. And what happens is that she was about to speak out, and she was already talking to her close friends and kind of giving them too much detail on the exact situation. Straight drop, he explained everything to her before he got picked up by the marshals and everything like that. When he went on the run with Shondell, he texted, he called his mom and gave her one last message. He came home and picked up some of his clothes so he can go on the run. And now what happened is that straight drop mom, when she got, they try to come up and offer her, a certain amount for her to have hush money. But, she was kind of like salty about taking that because of the fact that she knows that she want to speak out, and it's more people. She's like, if my son gonna go down, then them other people got to go down with him. And so that's why she started telling her friends, to watch the cookie people more closely. She starts speaking out a little bit and too much into detail on certain things straight drop told her. And next thing you know, they try to plan to take her out by setting the apartment complex on fire. Not just in one location, but they try to set the apartment on fire in two different spots. That way it meets in the middle into straight drops mom's apartment. And they try to do it where, she's in it, and that way they try to like take her out like in the whole fire and everything. So just like Honeycomb Brazy, grandparents and people and all that. And so here's the wild thing. When they came out and labeled it as arson, nobody gets no money from that. You can't do no insurance claim on that. If you do, it's only through renter's insurance. They labeled it as a $10,000 structure damage and $50,000 for the stuff that's inside, like the contents and whatnot. So you're looking at $60K in damages, but when they label it arson, nobody can really get paid like too much like that. Now, if it was some negligence, like where somebody was cooking and accidentally set the place on fire, or it was electrical damage in the complex or something like that, and sparks flew and set that, then she could get a lot of money from that. But see, they set it up to the fact that if she does survive, they making it so she don't get no claims out of it. She might be able to get a couple items refunded and reimbursed, but that's about it. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is that they knew she was going to be in that apartment. And so whoever that came up and lit this place on fire, they knew what they was doing when they did it. And not a lot of people would just be lighting buildings up. Like, where do you begin, So these people that come and do this kind of stuff, they professionals. They know what they doing. Like, this apartment complex that she stays at is probably sick and tired of her being there, and the fact that they're in Memphis, like somebody could have came up to him and been like, hey, we know that straight drop mom stays here. That what her son got into. So what's about to happen next. They're like, you don't want nobody coming in here and hurt nobody else in the apartment complex, all because of straight drop mom being there. So they said, let us just come in this one time. Y'all finna get out of anybody that's getting money, it's the apartment complex, because they get the $60K from the damages. So they was hoping the whole thing burned down so that they could get the whole 150K of what the building's worth. Because that little complex, that fourplex, I think it's like a fourplex or eightplex or something, but it's worth up to like 200,000-300,000. But they was trying to get back whatever they spent on it when they bought it originally, you know. So that was their little insurance plot. But the people that planned this is people that was trying to get straight drop mom. You got to know that the family of the ops and everybody that's involved is like, people are still hurt about this. People are still trying to go out and get revenge. So you can't be surprised that it's people's folks that's attached to this whole situation that's getting hit up now. Like, we already seen that happen to Lil Migo and his friends. We already seen it happen to Yo Gotti at his concert. We already seen it happen to Straight Drop and he in there and all these people. And who knows what happened to Shondell if the streets are caught up with him yet. So, you know, anybody, even like if something happened to Black Youngster next, like, we're not gonna be surprised because we know that it's like it's basically a ticking time bomb until something happened to these people, because there's so much deep stuff that's being exposed in this entire case, where a lot of people are like, man, finding out so many different things every day. And if it's so much deeper than that and nobody's coming to speak out, then they just want to get everybody because everybody's involved. Like, you know, this is crazy now. Like, real life, you got to, you know, condolences to anybody that lost their items or anything hurt in the fire. And, you know, we don't wish no violence upon people, but man, this is crazy. Like, we gotta pay close attention to everybody that's knows a person who knows somebody that knows the people from the Dolph. Like, if they family with them, anybody from the Dolph situation, them and they family, like, they got to be able to move a certain way where don't be coming up and talking to no bloggers. Don't be going to Dallas and going on live and telling people where you are. Don't be going back to work. Like, if you was a witness, I mean, the witnesses should be in witness protection. But other than that, other than the people that's like side people that's involved and they still out there every day, like, talking shit, and or whether they're not, or they're just kind of like being out there and still trying to go to places, even though they know that it's an elephant in the room, like something that everybody's thinking. Them type of people, man, y'all got to realize that you got to move different now. Like, y'all got to basically go to other stores and go move places and move apartments so people don't come burn it down, and like start living in a different city where nobody knows you, and make it so that people can't just be pulling up on you and following you, keeping an eye on you all the time. Like, at the end of the day, everybody's got to be on guard, like, to look after themselves, because nobody gonna look after you, especially in a high profile situation just like this is, and that it's so many people who are gonna be feeding off of what their emotions tell them, and is so quick to act on doing something. And there's so much corruption that it could be like the people that's in power trying to do the things that are going on. And so don't be surprised that happens either, because that's the type of city Memphis is, like, where we seen this happen before. So subscribe to the channel, man. Let me know in the comments what y'all think. Like this video, man. Let me know.